Hi, I just wanted to talk to our super youth today about some concerns and concerns that they may have also. Our youth are looking for answers to peer pressure, bullying, drugs, alcohol, and a whole lot more. And there's more things going on in the world today. So, a lot of times our youth feel like there are no answers, there's no one they could talk to, there's a lot of pressure on them coming from their friends, the schools, their families, and it's unfortunate, but a lot of times our youth will not talk to us about these things. Why? Because they feel like we're not really going to listen. And I can't really blame them. In some respects, I can't really blame them because a lot of times we are a little too critical, judgmental. We're going to try to tell them exactly what to do when they do need to find their way, but they also need to understand that their decisions about their lives play an important part. And that can only happen if they are allowed to be a part of the decision making for their lives. They sort of, if you allow them, if we allow them to make some of the decisions, then perhaps they'll trust us enough to come to us when or if they have a concern. And just letting them know that there is no perfect person. Everyone has all of the characteristics, good, bad, stingy, generous. We all have these characteristics that we can't get rid of, and we don't want to get rid of because it helps with as far as balancing us out. A lot of times, our youth are looking for a way to be perfect, and there is no perfect. They don't have to get rid of any portion of themselves, and that's what sort of creates a little friction and a little upset in our the lives of our youth. Sometimes they get a little frustrated, don't know which way to go, and feel like they hit a brick wall. And I'm here to say to our youth that anything that you're thinking about, anything that has happened, no matter to what degree, I don't care what it is, it has been done before. You're not the first person to do it. It has been done before, and people work through it. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. It's not okay. It may not be okay initially, okay? But you will be able to work through it, okay? You will be able to come out and be all right in the at the end, okay? So even if it seems like it's a little tough now, remember, you're not the first person to ever experience whatever you're experiencing. You're not the first person to do whatever you've done. You're not the first person to feel whatever you're feeling. These things go on, they'll continue to go on, and throughout the ages, people have felt, done, and experienced the similar things, if not the same things that you're going through and feeling, and whatever you've done. So don't feel like you have to beat yourself up so much. There are consequences for things, sure. I'm not saying that it's okay to go out there and do just any and everything. No, we have to have rules, regulations. There has to be some consequences, but you will be okay. I'm just saying you'll be okay. Just try to look at whatever was done, try to reflect a little bit, and know that you're going to be all right through it. You can come through it, okay? You're stronger than you think you are, okay? We all have moments in our lives where we feel like, oh no, what's this is happening. How am I going to take care of this? How am I going to get out of this situation? Or what am I going to do? What's the next step? What is my plan? So everyone goes through this. This is your life journey. Everyone goes through these things, and it's okay. And when it comes to failure, as far as failure in life, it's okay. Failure just means you tried something. You tried something, it's okay. Everyone fails. They have this thing called failing forward, so you fail forward. You learn from it. Don't let it get you down. It's all right. Everyone fails. If you're not failing, that means you're sitting someplace doing nothing, okay? So you have to, if you're going to expand, you have to fail. Failure is part of life. Failure teaches you things. You can learn from it. Depending upon your interpretation. It depends on what decisions you make behind it. And it also depends on what actions you make behind it. Okay? If you fail and then you just sit in the corner and you want to be the victim, that's not good. If you fail and you say, okay, I tried it this way, let me sort of revise my plan, and then I will move forward and see what my next steps are, and then I'm going to come out of the gate running, okay? I'm going to come out of the gate running with my next step, with my plan, with my well thought out plan. If you have a well thought out plan, then failure, when it takes place, you know, okay, I tried this, and now what I'm going to do is plan and organize again. Plan and organize to move forward. Okay. Failure is great. Failure means you did something. I know a lot of people who say they don't want to fail. They just want to sit and they want to sort of do a little nothing. And I'm not being judgmental. I'm not trying to judge anyone. If that's what people want to do, that's what they want to do. If that's what you want to do, you wouldn't be listening to this right now. Okay? So you want to, I'm sure, expand and be the best person that you can be. Not being someone else, not taking on someone else's values, but being the best that you can be. And failure is a part of life. So failure just means that you tried something. So don't be afraid to fail. Failing is okay. If you fail, it's not the end of the world. It just means that you may need to revise a bit and then come back out of the gate and you'll be fine. Trust me, you will be fine. And fear, those emotions that you get, oh boy, what's going to happen? Sweaty palms, racing heartbeat, and just feeling like you may feel overwhelmed or like you're going to faint, but then sort of switch it around a little bit, because fear is just like excitement. Think about it. When you're excited, you can get sweaty palms. When you're excited, your heart races. When you're excited, your adrenaline flows. Okay? When you're excited, be excited. You're excited. Fear may also mean that you didn't plan properly. Okay? If you plan properly and you have things in place to say, if this happens, this is what I'm going to do. If that happens, this is what I'm going to do. If you've already taken care of proper planning, then the fear won't be as hard, or you won't feel so overwhelmed with the fear if you've done the proper planning. So you want to plan, and fear is okay. Fear just says maybe you didn't plan, or maybe you're doing something that you really are not interested in doing, and you may need to think about those things. Okay, is it really in your value system? Is it something that you would really want to do, or is it just something you're doing because other people are doing it, or is it just something you're doing because you think that instantaneously is going to produce something for you? Okay, so you have to really, really make sure that whatever you're doing is something you enjoy, something you embrace, something that you really, really want to do. Okay, so make sure you want to do it. Make sure you also plan. If you have a good plan, if you planned it out, just like with goals, if you have goals and you didn't plan them out, they may not come into fruition, or they may not happen. They may not come into realization if you don't have a plan. Okay, and when I say a plan, I mean thinking about things that could go wrong and things that you would do in the event that these things that could go wrong, so that you'll have a well thought out plan. Okay, so failure, fear. What about criticism? Criticism. Okay, criticism. People criticize you all the time. People are going to criticize you. People always have an opinion. People are always going to tell you how they feel and what they feel and why they feel the way they feel. And that's great. And from your perspective, don't take it too personal. So don't take it personal, and understand who is saying it. Who is saying it to you? Look at the person that's saying it and think about why they're saying it. Why are they saying it? And then think about if there's any truth to it. If there's some truth to it, maybe there's some little gold nuggets there where you can take, and when I say gold nuggets, I mean things that you can take away from that criticism and use it, and use it, and use those things that they're saying to make a better plan, or to do something a little differently that's going to help you. Okay? So criticism can work to your advantage. Don't take it personal. People are always going to try to criticize you. But again, look at who's saying it. What about them? What are they doing? Or why are they criticizing you? Think about that. And even if you know that they're trying to do you some harm, think about what's being said. And if there's something, there's some gold nuggets that you could take away, some things you could use. Okay? Always try to sort of flip it and use some of whatever someone's throwing at you. Okay? All right? Everyone has an opinion. That's their perspective. That's what they think. That's their interpretation of whatever you've done or whatever you said or whatever they're talking about pertaining to you. So try to flip it and use some of it. If you can use some of it, it's okay. The criticism is great. Utilize it, use it, make it work for you. It's not working against you. Depends on your interpretation of it. Okay? So change your interpretation if possible, and it's not going to happen overnight. And people always want to give you some criticism. Use it. It's free. It's not going anywhere. It's always going to be around. There's always going to be an abundance of that. So use it to your benefit. Use it to your benefit. And self-doubt, we all doubt ourselves. Even some of the best people out there doing the best things doubt themselves. There are some people in positions, the only thing we really hear about is the good part or the good in what they're doing or about how successful they are and how elaborate their lives are. But everyone has a bit of self-doubt. There is no perfect. What we're going to do is learn to manage those things that we feel we need to work on. And it's okay. We embrace all of that. We manage our emotions. Make yourself a little uncomfortable. That's what keeps the juices flowing. That's what keeps you on point. That's what keeps that skill set there. Be a little uncomfortable. It's like a tennis player and playing with someone that he or she knows that they can beat. No, you want to play against someone that's going to challenge you. You want to play against someone that's going to make you stretch, just make you slide across that clay court. Someone that's going to make you reach and make you grunt and make you sweat. You want someone that's going to challenge you, to keep your chops sharp, to keep you sharp, keep your game sharp. You want someone that's going to make you stretch, okay? And when you get out there and things make you stretch and you fail, it's okay. That's keeping you sharp. And when you're fearful, it's okay. To some degree, it's keeping you sharp, depending upon your interpretation and how you use that. Okay? So don't be afraid of fear, failure, criticism, self-doubt. All of those things are wonderful. Okay, we just have to manage ourselves, manage our emotions. Our emotions are the biggest and most important things for us to manage. It's all about management. We all have a wonderful life that we can tap into. It's all about management. And trust me, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Things that are occurring or have occurred in your life, it's okay. It's been done before. You're not the first person to experience whatever you're going through. You won't be the last person. Okay? There's people out, billions of people we have out here. 3+ billion people out here, and there are many who are experiencing and going through the same things that you're going through. You just may not know of them or have tapped into a group of people or organization. Okay, so don't beat yourself up too hard. Don't beat yourself up too hard. Everything is going to be okay. You're going to be all right because you're great, you're gifted, you're talented, you got a lot more skills than you even think you do right now. And again, you are our super youth. You're going to do wonderful things. You're doing wonderful things, okay? You may not think that they're wonderful, and that's what we all do. We minimize what we're doing, and we think that someone else is doing much better than we are, when no. Be your biggest fan, okay? Like I spoke in a previous video, be your biggest fan. If you don't appreciate yourself, no one else is going to appreciate you. Choose to be yourself. Choose to be yourself. Choose to be yourself. That's the best person that you could ever want to be, is yourself. You may admire other people, but choose to be yourself. Admire yourself also, because you have certain talents. Just like the people that you admire, you have certain talents. It may not be in the same areas or interests as someone that you admire, but you have similar talents. Similar talents. Maybe it's in drawing. It may be in speaking. It may be in athletics. It may be in one of the arts. It could be in sculpture. It could be in gymnastics. It could be just reading and analyzing. Maybe it's in science, the science area. It could be in the medical profession. You have talents. You have talents. Maybe you're a great organizer. Maybe you know how to bring people together. Okay, maybe you're an entrepreneur in one respect or another. Maybe you have great ideas. Maybe you're an inventor. Do you like putting things together? Do you like working on things? Do you like working with your hands? Do you like working with your mind? Do you like working with other people? Do you like working alone? You have talents. You have skills. You have talents. Look at where you are right now and look at what your interests are. What is it every day that you enjoy doing? Even if it's video games. Are you a gamer? Okay, you're a gamer. Cool. There's no shame to the game of being a gamer. Not these days. Come on. Gamer. Cool. Fantastic. All right, gnarly, dude. Be a gamer. That's cool. Whatever your interests are, be it. Do it. Expand in it. Expand in it. Don't try to be like someone else. Be yourself. Be yourself. Respect yourself. And others will respect you also. People aren't going to respect you until you respect yourself. So if you're out there trying to be like someone else, maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to continue to be yourself. Even if people don't accept that right now, it's okay. Still be yourself. Okay? Be yourself. You got this. You got this.
Now is my time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt it out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life. Doubt is all the night and not